Hey guys, Zack here. Welcome back to Fallout 4. Been a while since I played this game, so I thought I'd give that a shot again. But anyway, where did Nick go? Up here, here he is. Anyway, the last time we beat Kellogg, and Nick's hacking a terminal that I already hacked through and got the door open. But anyway, not important. This time we got what we need from Kellogg, and we finished Act 1. So I recommend that we go now to Good Neighbor because they have something for us there, and because that's the next thing we need to do. We need to go back to the memory den, which actually served a purpose, but not for what I was intending to show. And where's dog meat? Dog meat? Dog meat! Where's that goddamn dog? He's here somewhere. Hold on. Probably wandered off because I don't need him, because I didn't need him for the past quest. That's probably what happened. Right, we have the... I don't know, but we need Nick for the next part anyway, so. Anyway, now that we've gotten it, we should go to Good Neighbor, which is... right here, because that's actually what we need to do next. Now that we've gotten Kellogg's Cerebral Augmenter, or whatever it's called, we can do something fun with that, which is actually what we need to further the story.
Good Neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
Oh, I think that's just started the DLC for this game, for this quest, or at least one of them. I believe that is the Far Harbor DLC that we just started right there. We're not going to be doing that right now. We're going to do that once we finish the main story, but definitely going to be of interest later, so don't worry about that. That's for me to worry about. You guys don't worry about that till that comes around. That's not important to you guys. Just sit back, get yourself a cup of Diet Coke, sit in front of your computer, and just watch. That's nothing to do with you right now.
Enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
The memory loungers are complex pieces of equipment. Please don't lean on, jump on, or kick them.
Dr. Amari.
I have a lot of very precise work to do. What do you want?
Hey,
Now, go ahead.
your thoughts?
Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Is everything all right between us?
I've been thinking about that myself. I suppose we're okay. Feel like we could be doing more for folks out here, but otherwise, we're all right.
Well, I think I screwed up. I'm not supposed to be here yet. Doing this from memory, so I don't exactly remember where So if I remember correctly, we go back to... Oh, right, we're supposed to go talk to Piper next. My bad. We're not supposed to be here yet. That's later. Yeah, these guys... Oh, yeah, the Sentry Bot. I wanted to talk about these guys for a second because it came up. These guys are probably one of the hardest enemies in the game, but they're also the easiest to defeat. All you have to do is sneak around behind them, have a good pickpocket skill, and swipe the power cords from their rear end while they're in their cooldown state. It's actually kind of cool. If you know how to do it, if you can do it. Or you can just shoot the power cores.
Well, watch your back.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
You read my mind. He had to have a way in and out.
Yeah, but we both know he's not exactly available for a chat.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah. Any other ideas, Nick?
Talk about a literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh.
Yeah, we couldn't really do much with him.
You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I jumped the gun a little bit there.
If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We've got no leads, nothing. That old merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm gonna introduce you to Amari. If you want to head there together, just say so.
I can choose to whether to take Piper. or Nick?
Waiting on you.
I'll head out with.
I'll take Piper, because if I take Nick,
Sounds
it
good.
imprints
You
on
two stay out
the
of trouble.
cybernetics imprint on him,
We're gonna get your boy back.
which is bad.
Steps.
Because he's a synth, Kellogg becomes integrated into his own brain.
Never thought.
Which is a bit dangerous, which makes him a bit unstable going forward. Alright.
A reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Yeah, but Piper's probably the best follower you can get in this game. Hands down.
It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home.
Not only is she the easiest follower you can have to romance and such like that, but she also gives you food from time to time, which is pretty amazing. And once you have if you have the lead barley perk, which I think I already do, that becomes a very useful combination.
Good neighbor, huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Yes, I do. But I need... I recommend getting this. I recommend getting local leader, because it's going to be useful later. It allows you to establish supply lines between your settlements, which is quite important. Quite important because that way you never run out of supplies because everything is shared. It's extremely useful. How do I put my gun away? I forget. Again, been a while since I played this game.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I never walked out on you.
There we go.
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari.
Okay, so Nick so Nick just shows up anyway. I forgot he's important to this quest. I didn't think that he would just, show up. I thought if we took Piper, she would go in the machine, but apparently not. Speaking of which, where is Piper? Piper! Come on! Come on.
Hey,
Just let me know.
Piper.
The Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors.
Yeah, that was originally what the Minutemen were
They
for.
were a real thing at one point.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want, especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive, ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor, a code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
We should get going.
All right.
Hey.
Hmm?
Wait there.
Okay. I'll be here then.
Now I'll know where she is.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
You're the one who can extract memories from the brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not gonna be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there. And keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, and this is where the game gets fun. They beam you into his head. It's amazing.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Here we go! This is gonna be fun. If you guys have never played this game, you're in for a treat right here.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Yeah, these are neurons right here. We are definitely in a brain.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
I enjoy this segment a lot. It's just cool to me. I like this.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way.
Yeah, we learn a lot more about
She
Kellogg here.
protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few
another
beatings.
intact memory close to you.
I never knew what happened to her after I left.
There.
I didn't want to know.
Try that one.
Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke. What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something
Yeah, I
worse.
like this.
The teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
Yeah, I recommend checking any memories you can in here. Because you can only come here once. And that's it.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in.
Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the sheep. Not standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Yep. So we just keep going. Looking up a bunch of stuff.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs.
I found
And
another
you
memory to try. I'll
weren't
connect you.
there to help them.
Yeah, they killed his family. The crew he decided to roll with killed his family. And now he went to kill them. So he's a lot more of a tragic character than you think. There's no redeeming him ever. But this makes you think what would have happened if he had lived.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill.
Okay.
I got pretty good at it.
Okay, then. Good for you.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you.
Okay, then.
Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Ah. Here we go. No idea where this is, but... Oh, yeah, this is the...
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. With the first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time.
Yeah, these are the first synths.
But you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. The first synths weren't all that impressive. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
They had the resources I needed. And I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
System off.
Yep.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
This is the vault.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic
I was
stasis.
now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never like to.
Yeah, that's this guy. Yeah, you can clearly see that he's going down the spiral.
Her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
All computers are still working.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
That's good.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Checking through the logs.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Hopefully it's all
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, they had to kill her to get the kid.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby. No.
You can see me struggling in the vault there.
I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. All right, we're good.
And I believe this is the last memory in the sequence.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Probably going to be mad.
Kellogg. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Yeah, he becomes important later.
Some heads are gonna roll for this.
That Brian Virgil guy, he comes back later as part of the story.
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Bye. See ya.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
He's one of the followers.
I hope I see you
But depending on what you choose, he dies.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
It's all over but the crying, and nobody's crying but me.
And now they pull us out, which is fantastic.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right.
What is that noise?
He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's the CPU fan. Okay.
It wasn't all his fault. You can't blame him for everything that happened.
If I were a priest, I would say forgiveness is a good thing. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way
Yeah,
to
he's
survive,
hiding out in the glowing
you
sea,
have to do the same.
which is where we're actually gonna go next time.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
And with that, I think that's where we're going to leave it. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it. So, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, hit that like and that subscribe button. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also check out my Discord, because I like connecting with you guys, and I think that my Discord would be a great way to do that. And also, be sure to check out my Patreon if you want to help fund future projects. And it's only $1 a month, and you get the benefit of seeing videos like this early, so I don't know why you wouldn't do it. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.